get settled in.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Murphy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Fights loose, and he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
No sign of a slowdown from McCoy in his age 30 season. This is 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they'll throw with Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mariota to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go! Blue 90!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mariota. Going deep for Walker. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
trying to punch it in with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Sadly, that's the type of run we've seen from these guys this year, ranked 32nd last in the NFL.
But there is good news because there's nowhere to go but up. Unfortunately, up might have to wait until next season.
Mariota now on second down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Gone.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Matthews has it right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing, Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And some room to work. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Mariota on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throw left side complete. It's Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. From the red zone now, Mariota. And that's incomplete. Vontae Davis able to get a hand in and knock that away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Succop will put this one right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tywod Jones on the return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mariota to throw it. Being chased out left. Going deep here for Matthews. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mariota. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Mariota now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Buffalo. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He finds Matthews. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mariota now from the 50. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got. To him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. 20! They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now McCoy. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On the ground, Ivory. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Allen now looks to throw. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Vontae Davis. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On play action, Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wesley Woodyard coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Now a desperation throw, deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this. Going forward, and that time they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. And all